Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Colts going up against the Bills. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll. They
passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
I love everything about Andrew Luck's game, but I also love his worldliness. Some of his formative years were spent growing up outside of the United States. And I think that that's helped him when he came back because now he's seen the world. And I think that helped him mature a little bit as well.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. 3rd and long. It's Luck. And he's got Moncrief. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Luck. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck surveying the field. All kinds of time. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Luck on first down. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, Luck. Floating one incomplete. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. To the air again, Luck. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll
well, we can easily say what a start defensively. First quarter, and the defense already got in the lead before they even stepped on the field, and now they come up with an interception on the very first play they're out there. If they can turn this into points, that would be an absolute dream start to this game.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Throwing on third down, Luck. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Here's Luck now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic 1st down.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go! 38! 38! Here we go! 38!
Looking to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there at 22. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on 1st down.
Here we go! 1-9!
He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Come on, let's go! Flex round!
He'll give it to him right up the gut. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a net.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 32 yards. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And his kick is right through. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And give him a gain of 37.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, Locke. He's got time in the pocket. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
His pass caught at the 4. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and goal from the 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push them back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Watch right there, watch right there. I don't think you got it, son. Let's go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go. Brad 38.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the... And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38. 952. I got wide. Flex round. Flex round.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ohio. Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was a 2nd-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a first-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the 2nd round.
And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Colts defensive unit trots back out there. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you're expected to do. How about a little bit more of that in the second half? But be aware they may throw something different at you to begin things.
Yeah, 50% of the equation still left to go. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Let's go. Brad 38.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They've had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. 190. 190. Ohio.
Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 35 yards. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on first down. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Luck on first down. This one caught by Crowder. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Here's Luck now on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Shaq Lawson able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's going to air one out. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. So 1 yard to go here on third down. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he shifts past him. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there on third and long. 35 yards.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try the air now with Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Hilton, the lone receiver right. Second and 10, Luck again. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their big tight end with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts have taken the lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Come on, let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sterling Shepard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
It's hard enough playing defense on any play. But when a player is able to keep a play alive with his feet, get outside of the pocket, and change all the angles of the receivers, that's more than difficult. Usually a big play results for the offense.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, Locke. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Colts going on 4th. It's Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And there's the go-ahead touchdown. And so Likely will kick an extra point, but to me, I'm looking forward. Special teams now with your kickoff, and then your defense, that's where the pressure shifts.
Yeah, because there's plenty of time left on that clock. Anytime you're over a minute in the NFL, there's a chance. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Bills. To throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go! 38! Ohio!
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go! Ohio! Get wide!
Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one.
Here we go! Red 38! Red 38! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Go! Flex round! Flex round!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. This is caught. Watkins. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sammy Watkins with time running out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, Now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Luck. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Shift together here from the D-line. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Luck now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their... And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This from 51 yards for the win. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bills, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.